What's going on, everybody? Traxxas Mike from My RC Life. Today I'm fixing the Rustler. We broke it jumping the fence out there last time. It just broke this shock end. I could have just replaced the shock end, but I wanted to go back to the stock shocks. I didn't like how these front ones were. It drooped way too much. So I'm going to put the stock ones back in. I did have a bent shaft on one of the front ones. That's why I went to these others, because I had one bent one. Well, I went ahead and straightened the stock bent one, and then I lost all the footage. My camera beeped and shut off, and then the footage said unable to view. So it got contaminated, or whatever they call it. So yeah, you don't get to see how I straighten it out and all that good stuff. It wasn't nothing too special though. Alright, so we're going to finish taking the front shock off, the one that is not broke. I'm going to be putting the rears back to the stock as well. So I'm going to unbolt them. Patented little hook to get the dirt out of the heads of the screws there. I should have brushed this off and blew it off before I brung it up from the basement and plopped it on my table. I can see dirt on the inside of my wheels and stuff, and it's pretty nasty. I'm making a big mess. All this dirt. Alright. Now I see I must have robbed a couple deals from a few of these. 1, 2, 3. I need to find 3. The old parts box. Might as well put these away while I'm here. And the broken piece, because it's got one of those in it. It won't work for what I need. I need a different style, but we will find that style right now. This one's the same. I got that guy. There's another one with a bent shaft. Put this back. Okay. Now they do have a few different settings on the top and the bottom. I was thinking about experimenting around with some of them, making it ride up a little higher in the front maybe. I'm going to take it to the second to the closest one to the bumper. Now sometimes these holes, because it's just a plastic A-arm, they won't have threads in them. You just have to push a little bit hard at the beginning and turn as you push, and they'll start cutting their own threads into the plastic. Just like I did on that one. Then you want to check your travel to make sure your shock ain't like hitting on anything, anywhere. And it seems to look okay. I went on the middle one here, so you got 3. I went on the middle one, and then for here, I didn't go on this one. I went to the one over. I don't think I could have hit that one anyways. I think it would have messed up the geometry of the suspension, and then I would have had issues with it hitting, you know, when I flexed it. So, okay, let's continue on. Now, these shocks do have a special way. Traxxas has developed a little, I don't know if they did or whatever, but they have them on here. I don't know if they made them or if Losi did or whatever. But see how one side is smaller and this side is bigger? You put your bolt through here, this way, not this way. Because these can only go through one way, unless the plastic's really wore out. It can't shove through this way. It can only shove back through this way. So if you put your screw this way, if this does pop out, it'll still be in there. It'll just be wobbling around. It shouldn't come unhooked and let your shock fall. It should still stay there. Okay, middle position here. Now that that's on, maybe you'll understand if it come down at a hard press and the shock had pressure coming out and wanted to pop out, it couldn't, because this has got a bigger, almost like a washer on it. Now, say your vehicle doesn't have that. Like this bottom one I put on, I stole that out of a different shock. It does not have bigger on one side than the other. Well, what you can do is when you put your bolt through, you can just put a washer on your bolt, and that'll kind of capture that turnbuckle there, so it can't fall out. Hopefully, that's the plan, is why you would put a washer there. And honestly, I wasn't even going to put a washer on there because they're not like really wore out. I don't think it'll pop out, and if it does, they're just the stock ones. But for the viewers, the ones that maybe don't know what I'm talking about, have never seen this done, or you know, a newbie, I'm actually going to do it to show them how. Show you guys how. I just grabbed a washer out of my washer bin. It's a bit big, but now, see what's going on? Now it can't pop. I won't just leave that screw in there and let the middle joint pop out. It can't because the washer's on there. So, alright. And what I said about not being threads, I don't know if you can see or not, but right there is where it used to be. There's threads cut in there. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but right here, that's the one I'm going to be going to. And that one has no threads in it at all. So that's what I meant by that. I'm giving you a little example, showing you. Alright, second from the innermost position. And yes, this is going to look a little goofy now because it's got a washer on the bottom position of one front shock. But you know what? If I do have a hard landing or whatnot, it shouldn't pop out of that joint there. And actually, I swapped this bottom one here, and I think it had the same issue. Maybe I'll put a washer on that. It'll be symmetrical. But did I just turn this one on the wrong way? turn it the wrong way? Nope, it don't have one either. That's another one that I robbed from the parts bin there. Now the third one I robbed from the parts bin, I thought, oh nope, it don't either. It don't have one either. Dang it. Oh well. Alright, so we're going to go ahead. I tore that screw back out. Put a washer on it. Hey, now it won't look so funny. It's a symmetrical Rustler. You know, part of life sometimes is using what you got. You know, and this is what I had. You just got to use what you have. That's what I told her. Then she quickly laughed and walked out the door. And I didn't care. I just went in and played with my RC cars. That's a joke. Alright, we're going to start on the back. Like I said, watch your, small side, big side. Bolt goes through that way. And same on the bottom. Okay, so on the rear suspension, it has the same deal. I can choose out of the 3 positions. I think I'm going to go the same exact deal on the front. I'm going to hit the middle on the top here, and I'm going to go one from the innermost hole over on the bottom there. So let's go ahead and do that. I think I'm going to put the bottom of the shock on first because it's going to be easier, won't be under pressure and all that good stuff. And no need for Loctite, guys. A metal screw into plastic. It just actually, some Loctites will eat plastic. So yeah, you don't ever use thread locker if you're screwing into something with plastic threads. Okay, we're going to do the other bottom one. Make sure you do your fat side. Alright. Make sure I'm the right way with my fatter side. I'm going with that middle position. Now I did not put a washer in here on the top of that one. Just because, honestly, because I want it to look symmetrical. And I don't think this is going to pop out on a hard landing. And if it does, I'll pop it back in. And then order some new shocks. But these are going to do good for now. When money's tight, you gotta freaking use what you got. Oh man, that front used to sit down, I bet you, about like that. I bet you it used to sit down about like that. And now look at it. She's ready to jump now, boy. Alright guys. Might have to go out and get a video made now. I'm Traxxas Mike from My RC Life. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe.